Right then, I am doing a review from home. It's been a minute since I've been up in my own loft. It's like 3.5 years or something since the last time we did some content out of here. But, you know, I'm doing some today. Right, Jay's asked me some questions, so I'm going to answer the questions that Jay sent me. How much of a factor is fitness? Right, I'm going to say I think fitness is a part of it in a decent chunk kind of size of way. I don't think it's any coincidence that we actually shown we had a little bit of control for the first time since the first half of that Palace game, it feels. And then we tired. Someone mentioned on my live stream, I think the subs were right, but too late. I think that's absolutely bang on, I can't really disagree with any part of that at all. Another question from Jay here is the midfield the main issue? Yeah. I mean, I can go probably and elaborate on a massive way, but yes, the midfield is a massive issue. I thought the first half today you saw how good we can actually be if you had competent players. Now, Matic, for half an hour, is probably a competent player, good player, quality player. And you saw the amount of control it looked like United had when we kind of made it a 3. That to me was impressive from United, and that was when we had the most control in the game. And then Bruno sitting just ahead of those, kind of in a bit of a free role, playing confident, but also playing very much as an 8/10 rather than like the 9.5 he thinks he is for the most of the rest of the United career that he's had. And then it's individual mistakes from the midfield and the tiring of Matic, where Manchester United lost the win of the game because we allow things to just roll back and default back, and then before you know it, you're conceding goals like we're conceding there, and we don't have that control in there. Something that Ralph's had as a buzzword since the minute he arrived there, and we don't see it. And I know he's craving it, and I know he's looking for how to get it into the team, and I know that that's one of the massive issues for us. Who impressed me for United? I think Alanga, and I would say Bruno. I thought the goals aside, in the first half, Bruno looked like that confident playmaker that we signed. And I would say Anthony Alanga as well. I thought he's really thrown his hat into the ring there to be considered for a start. And I would say for different reasons, because I still think there's a lot that he needs to be adding to his game. But I thought Mason Greenwood was pretty good. I'm not going to say excellent, but I think he was pretty good. I think he's still got to make better decisions with the ball and involve his teammates a little bit more and to a higher quality. But I would say that was pretty good as well. Next question here is, what do I think of Ralph's in-game management? I haven't seen anything spectacular from him yet where he's turned a game positively in our favour. In fact, if anything, it feels like the opposite has happened, where we've kind of lost control as games have gone on, and to his credit, and you know how much this hurts, Gerrard felt like he looked like he had game-changing subs in him, and that's why they came away with sharing the points, I think. Is top 4 still on? Yes, luckily, because there's still capitulations all around us. The team that's put together some sort of form have pretty much won the league by putting together some sort of form. The best of the rest are not the sort of best of the rest that they've been in recent years. They're more just sort of treading water a little bit, it feels, rather than trying to catch City. It doesn't look like there's a title race going on at all, really. It's like Manchester City and we're at the bottom of the at best. We're a way off being a team that you can consider as title contenders. We don't know what Manchester United are going to turn up week for week. We can't even go to someone like Aston Villa and come away with 3 points. We are a mile off being able to call ourselves title contenders. And then thoughts on Marshall not wanting to play. Well, you saw my F off rant, I'm sure. He doesn't want to be here. How long are some of this Marshall FC, this player FC, that's become a fucking absolute divide in people supporting the club? Supporting players over the club makes zero sense at all. I don't care who the player is. But the Tony Marshall lot, the problem with the Tony Marshall FC is, you know the level of footballer or football mind that they are, or the football fan that they are. Because Tony Marshall is the epitome of a match of the day player. He has got a precision finish and he has got an elite level of dribbling. But he does less than fuck all off the ball. He won't run for you. His link-up play is fucking pathetic. He will pass the ball behind you, so it makes you have to pass it back to him. He never plays the ball in for somebody else. He managed to pick up a few assists the other season, but he's in so many more positions to do more than that. He won't press. He looks so ridiculously unarsed at times. Just go. You don't want to be at Manchester United. You're paid £250,000 a week and you refuse to travel. You need to fucking go, mate. It's as simple as that. You can't pretend to be a Manchester United player and you can't pretend to be a Manchester United fucking fan and be like, well, you know, he just wants to play. Fuck you. You don't refuse to play for Manchester United. We would work for the rest of our lives for the chance of a minute off the bench to play for Manchester United. And so would so many more professional athletes that are actually good enough to go and do that. Anthony Martial doesn't realise the fucking privileged position that he's in as a Manchester United player and can't be bothered to fucking show up for work. Any of the rest of us with regular jobs would be fucking fired on the spot. You're not coming in, fine, fuck you. This is what you're here for. I'm sure he'll get his move, and I'm sure it helps lower the price when a player kicks off like this. But ultimately, karma's a motherfucker, mate. Do you think teams don't realise that you're this now? This is who you are now. The guy that fucking kicks off at people saying, no, I'm not fucking playing. Just belong with Balotellis of the world and fucking Bellamy's and other fucking disruptive wankers. Nah, I'm not fucking buying that in the slightest. He can fucking sling it. Laters.